Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for your next relationship. So try to have a clear and open mind about this, kind of just washing away any expectations that you have, any thoughts of, lingering thoughts of people that you might already know. Anything could come up in a reading like this. So yeah, just try to clear your mind as best you can. So we have the 4 different groups here. Always remember to take a deep breath and go by your gut feeling rather than sight or your favorite color, okay? So this is a general reading. The messages might not be exactly with your situation, but take the messages that do resonate. Keep in mind as well that roles can be reversed. So just, be mindful of that as we get the messages from Spirit. So yeah, your next relationship, your, who you're going to be with, just whatever messages at all we can get regarding that. So let's see our options here. We have the 4 groups. They're all roses, as you can see. And group number 1 is this blue rose. Group number 2 is this pink rose. Group number 3 is the lilac rose. And group number 4 is the white rose. All right. So again, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. So the choices are going to be in the description box and in the comments. Yeah, so just take that moment to make your selection, and I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the blue rose. So let's get right into it and get some messages from Spirit regarding your next relationship, the next person that you're going to be with, okay? So, Spirit, please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 1, their next relationship, please. Oops. Remember to clear your mind. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Okay. Let's see what comes up. All right. Spirit, please provide us with messages for group 1 and their next relationship, the next person that they're going to be with. Okay. Spirit, what are the messages for group 1 and their next relationship? Spirit, what are the messages for group 1 and their next relationship, please? For group 1, please. The next relationship. What are the messages for group 1 and their next relationship? Oh. Okay. Group 1, please, and their next relationship. Okay, so let's see what we have as a start. All right, we have here the Seven of Wands. That's an interesting start. Then we have, of course, we have the Two of Cups. This is a very strong connection. Now, my first instinct with the Seven of Wands here is that this is going to be a relationship that you have to fight for, either you or them. There's effort, a lot of effort involved with this connection, but it's a deep soul connection. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Someone in this connection was either scared to lose it or fighting to control it, probably both. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. A lot of romance here. A lot of movement towards, yeah, a lot of heavy romance. A lot of compassion. Lots of emotions here. Okay, and then finally we have the High Priestess. So not only is this a deep spiritual connection, this is a very psychic one as well. Both of you sort of like had in your deeper knowing that you would meet or that you would come together in some way. So this is definitely a powerful start. Very interesting. This could go in a lot of different directions, but this is what we're looking at so far. And we'll clarify, of course. Spirit, what other messages for group 1 and their next relationship, please? Group number 1, their next relationship, their next person, please. For group 1. So initially the cards came out very quickly. So the onset of this next relationship is probably going to be very quick in its beginning stages, right? But then it may take a little bit more time to grow and develop. Spirit, what are the messages for group 1 and their next relationship? Okay, yeah. So remember I said that this was something that either of you would have to fight for. This has a lot of effort involved. This was not easy coming together, okay? So there was a lot of anxiety regarding starting up this relationship, which is interesting to me. So we're going to find out why. If it's a deep soul connection, it's interesting if there's a lot of pain and anxiety or stress involved, but we'll see, okay? So we have these two people coming together in union, and right underneath that, we have this energy of a lot of independence and even singlehood, right? So it could easily just be that, well, it could mean a couple of things. Let me get a couple more cards to let you know. Whoa, that was fast. Group 1, please. Any messages for group 1? Yeah. Group 1 and their next person, their next relationship, Spirit. All right, so we have the Justice card. So, I mean, for some of you, you might be dealing with a Libra, or either of you might be a Libra, but if not, so we had before the whole thing about someone trying to control this relationship, or might have been, could have been that there was an energy of forcing it together, which could have made sense. Okay, that's what makes sense. Okay, so I do think that there was a lot of forcing, that there will be a lot of forcing involved with this connection. So trying to control for the situation, trying to put the two puzzle pieces together. Yes, there's chemistry. Yes, there's a feeling of, that deep connection. But here, remember, we had like that energy of singlehood. And then the singlehood card was sort of like a fulfilled and happy energy. But then putting it together is, in this particular way, is kind of like creating a little bit of stress, right? Because it was just the energy of like, we had to fight to make this happen, kind of, right? So we'll keep going, keep looking into it. Yeah, see? There's heartache. There's heartbreak, possibly betrayal involved with this connection. So right now I'm gonna clarify this because it could indicate that this involved the beginning. This could have been involved with how the relationship started, how the one before that possibly ended. Okay, let me just get one more clarifier here. What else, Spirit? What else for group 1? What else for group one? So this was not an easy union, right? What else for group one? Okay, so yeah, there it is. Okay. You have this infamous Three of Pentacles card. So this could have been a messy situation, you know, regarding some kind of a third party situation, right? So it's looking to me that either of you were already in a relationship, but the psychic part of the both of you and the chemistry that was involved over here in that deep connection was saying, hey, I want to be with this person, or I'm attracted to this person, I'm drawn to this person, okay? And then one of you had expanded and was thinking about the next steps and wanting to like step outside of this relationship. Now with this over here, this definitely indicates that there was some kind of, you know, there was an abrupt end. There is a chance that someone may have, you know, quickly broken someone's heart. I don't know if it was exactly like, let's say, betrayal. There's no card of deception here, but yeah, someone in that third party thing, which of you was in the relationship. If you're in a relationship now, then that may answer that, okay? If not, then it might be your person. So the person that is like the kind of like at this point the third wheel, that other person in this third party situation was the one that ended up getting hurt, okay? So it does seem like that's why this was a bit of a rough start. A lot of stress that was involved there. Remember, we're going from this of the singlehood and that independent energy, and then we go to this where there's the union of these two people who are deeply attracted to each other. So remember, having to stand up and having to fight for something, possibly trying to control for something. But also, you know, also knowing that there is this chemistry there, that there is this deeper spiritual connection there, okay? So let's keep going. All right, so Spirit, can you please clarify the Nine of Swords? Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Tell us more about why the Nine of Swords is here. And I did say, I already forgot almost, I did say that it was quick. It was abrupt when it started. So it was just like from one to the other. Not really a break in between. So can you please clarify the Nine of Swords, Spirit? The Nine of Swords. So pretty much when you guys came together, you knew it from the beginning. You knew immediately that, yeah, whew, this is strong. You both knew that there was this intense chemistry and attraction between the both of you. There's a lot of romance involved here. You have a second soulmate or connection card over here with the Six of Cups. Okay, so definitely feeling like you know this person, you know, it's just so, it's deep, it's powerful, it's not superficial, it's not your average kind of, okay, we're just dating around. No, you guys knew. There was a heavy spiritual knowing to the point where, I mean, it was so strong that it disrupted this energy. Okay, you have here, okay, so yeah, this was for a while. It could be either the one, whichever of you is in the relationship prior, or both of you, this feeling of anxiety because of, like I said, it disrupted that energy, right? It put that idea in your mind about the existence of this other person. Okay, it's like just always thinking about that other person because of the strength of the connection, okay? And then we also have here the Queen of Pentacles. So a very heavy, nurturing energy here. This is all good energy, but the reason why it created stress was most likely because it, you know, there was a fight for this relationship to start. So that's what interested me, because if it's a deep soul connection, to me, it shouldn't have that negative energy to it. but that could be the reason why. All right. So a very nurturing connection. One of you is very, very caretaking in your personality. Takes really good practical care of people in general, has a big heart, is able to provide, is able to nurture, and all that stuff. And then we have the Strength card. Okay. So with the Strength card, could be dealing with a Leo. Maybe, maybe not, right? It's just the energies that are represented here with the Justice and the Strength card. So, but either way, the Strength card, from what I'm sensing, it's just, to me, these are very similar, actually, if you can see the images, right? Very, very similar. So there's just a lot of stability in the bond that you guys felt or will feel with each other, which, again, that's all. It just makes it... So anything that clarified... I was asking about the Nine of Swords, which is a very heavy negative card. 3 different cards that are very positive clarified it, okay? So it was weighing on this person's mind, whichever of you, okay? Roles can be reversed. So it was weighing on that person's mind, and it was really... It was becoming a nuisance. An anxiety at night, okay? Spirit, what else? What else do we have for group 1 and their next relationship, please? Okay, Spirit, group 1 and their next relationship, please. What can you tell us about group 1's next person, their next relationship, anything at all? Okay. So we also have the Queen of Swords, okay? So I did say that things were going to be balanced out with the Justice card from what it was before, an energy of kind of like forcing. Someone in the connection is very, very honest, straight to the truth, and cutting through the BS, right? So in other words, when it first came together, one of you said directly, this is how I feel. There was no lies. There was no sort of deception about it. Remember, I said that card wasn't here before. So it was very honest. It was very direct, very to the point. And that is another reason why this connection started up very quickly, very abruptly. There was not really any wands here except the first one. But to me, I sensed immediately like a lot of passion. So yeah, a lot of passion and fiery energy. We also have... Okay, so we have a wands now. So we have the Two of Wands here. So one of you was definitely planning to leave that connection. So whoever of you was in the connection. I mean, honestly, it could have been both. But yeah, you were at that point when you met this person, you were saying, okay, I'm planning to leave. I'm planning my exit strategy, kind of, and just looking beyond that relationship to really think about what you wanted, you know, what was going to make you happy. So with the Temperance card, there's definitely a lot of healing here. With Temperance, you also could be dealing with the Sagittarius. So we have 3 major arcana cards, 3 signs so far in your reading. Take what resonates, okay? So with the Temperance card, in general, there was a lot of healing involved behind the scenes. You have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely someone, whoever was the direct and honest one, gave that other person the offering of something stable and something real. Okay? So this was not something like artificial or, you know, just kind of cheap. It was a real offering of something. And the Temperance card is a really good indicator because it does show that there was healing and, you know, possibly reconciliation. So, I mean, although there was heartbreak, the fact that the Temperance card is here is a good indicator. But let me actually clarify that. Spirit, can you please clarify the Temperance card? Temperance. Clarify Temperance. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that's, you have it came out again. Okay. So this might indicate that that third party situation either of you were in, it might have been sort of like a mutual breakup at that point, right? Because I guess they just kind of knew that it didn't fit, and that there was this sort of like this new opportunity for something passionate. So again, as the Temperance card, I think is a healthy, positive indicator. A lot of turning inward and really asking these important questions like, who do you want to be with? Who do you know that you don't fit with? So I think that it wasn't really like a crazy kind of like ex situation where there was jealousy and wanting to get revenge. I don't think it was anything like that. So well, that's a good thing, right? So it doesn't really have that heavy negative energy attached to it. So that's good. So that makes me think that I don't think that there was like any cheating here. I just think that at a certain point, the people involved here understood that it was time to move on and that it just didn't quite fit, right? Let's get some additional cards for you. All right. So, Spirit, what else can you tell us for group number 1 in their next relationship? Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1 in their next relationship, their next person? What other messages do you have for group 1? For group 1, please, Spirit. All right. The Death card just shot right out. So there was this quick ending. It all keeps saying the same thing, so this is pretty cool. So I know that obviously there's a lot of questions still here. So if you are currently in a relationship, it is showing that you know, when the time is right for that relationship to end, if it's not happening quite yet, when the answer to such as when, that's very hard to answer, but it is showing here that this was one after the other. Okay, so or right, if it's not you that's in the relationship, it is your person. So you haven't met them yet. Okay, if that's not the case, if that's not, you know, your situation and you're single currently, it means that you haven't met this person yet. When you meet them, most likely they'll be in a relationship, like I said, but there is going to be this swift ending to that energy, okay? So I know it's difficult with like the roles being reversed and stuff like that, but, you know, in your specific situation, you're going to know. So, see? Look at that. Look. The moving on. Okay, so we have the Death card, the Eight of Cups, moving on from something. And another Page of Pentacles, okay? So we keep having that offer of something stable, like an offer of something new and exciting and again, committed. So let's get more cards. Just a couple more here. What are the final messages for group 1 in their next relationship, Spirit? Group 1 in their next relationship, their next person. Group 1, please, in their next relationship. Anything else, Spirit, for group 1? Anything else for group 1? Okay. All right. So one or both of you is manifesting this, all right? This is a very deep connection with the Two of Cups, okay? So if you're currently thinking about this, you really are manifesting this. So you might even already be having a little bit of signs and that deep spiritual knowing, that psychic knowing, okay? So it's either you or both of you, it could be both of you at this point, right? So, I mean, from what I see here, this to me is pretty clear in a sense that of, you know, how things will start up, what it will be like, some answers with the timing. So if you were any of these signs that we listed here, your person's going to be a different one from that. So if you are a Leo, a Libra, or a Sagittarius, your person is going to be either of the other two, okay? If you're not any of these signs, I mean, this is what it shows up here. It might not be, you know, it might not resonate exactly. All right, so that's what it looks like to me. I think that when you guys come together, again, you will know right away that this person, you know, that you have a deep chemistry with this person, you have a deep attraction towards this person. That third party situation is going to be disrupted, unfortunately, but it does look like there's going to be a lot of healing and a lot of reflection. So it won't be as bad. Yes, there's going to be the heartbreak, but that's kind of, you know, part of it. But yeah, there's going to be a fight to make this relationship happen, like I said. And there will be a time of this stress. So that's like a friendly warning there. There will be a period of time where it's going to be a little stressful for the both of you. But like I said, things will certainly balance out. There's going to be a lot of honesty in the relationship. So I think that that's actually pretty great. And I mean, to me, this is a very positive indicator for the both of you. Okay. So yeah, group number 1, this is pretty interesting. I guess, you know, in a little bit of time, definitely let me know in the comments how this all went down. You know, if this didn't fit with you, it's kind of hard to say at the moment, but if you feel that this doesn't fit with you for some reason, feel free to pick another group. But group number 1, this is what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you did enjoy this. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is a reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the pink rose. So let's get right into it and get messages about your next relationship. Spirit, this is for group number 2. Please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 2 and their next relationship, their next person. So let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us for group 2 and their next relationship? Group 2, please, Spirit. What can you tell us about group 2's next relationship? Okay. Group 2's next relationship. So it looks like you're going to be, after a short amount of time of rest from your previous relationship. So a lot of you, this is going to resonate for if you have, this is kind of showing after the fighting of the previous connection, not necessarily relationship. This could just be someone that you were dating, dealing with, talking to, that kind of a thing. Here's the period of rest and sort of meditating after that relationship or connection has ended. Let's take a look at what happens after that. What can you tell us about Group 2's next relationship, Spirit? Group 2, please. Group 2's next person, their next relationship, next connection. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time. Next. Group 2's next relationship, please, Spirit. Whoa. All right. It took a little time, but damn. That's a lot. Okay, yeah. So we have this new start, okay? So this definitely happens after you're done with dealing with the person from before. I'm going to say a couple of months. It seems like a little short burst of rest after the fighting from whatever happened in the previous connection. So this means if you are currently dealing with somebody, whenever that stops, whenever the fighting ceases, a couple of months after that, it's kind of looking like, could be a little bit longer, depending on how long it takes for you to rest and to kind of wash that away. But then you have this new beginning with the Fool, okay? Again, remember, roles can be reversed, so this is true for whoever of you, okay? So we have this King of Cups moving in. King of Cups is a very deeply emotional masculine energy, okay? So this is most likely representing your person, all right? We also have the Emperor. Oh, interesting. So this is like a pretty strong contrast to the King of Cups. The Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries here. And this is a person who is very decisive, very structured, knowing what they want. So, I mean, it could just be that they're very sure of what they want from you. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, let's see. We also have the Queen of Swords. Okay. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't say anything. I hesitated on purpose. So I think that the Queen of Pentacles is the person that was the one that was having the squabbles and the fighting. Okay. And then here we have some truth coming up. Some truth in regards to how you really feel about what you want. So this is clarity that's coming up with the new wave, with the new fresh start, okay? The Page of Cups, yeah. So the Page of Cups, pretty much like that offering of love or that opportunity for something new, which we see with the Fool already. It's just kind of confirming that. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it does look like the King of Cups was offering something very committed, very stable, very, how can I put this? Just very sure of things and wanting to offer something real, okay? This is actually similar to Group 1 in that way. Well, Group 1 was complicated, but this is an offering of something real, something stable. So this doesn't look like this is something like casual, all right? We also have the Moon here. Interesting. So with the Moon, you could be dealing with a Pisces, okay? Otherwise, it's just a little bit of confusion and fear in regards to the offer. So the person who is offering, again, it most likely is your person, was a little bit hesitant and just nervous to kind of move things forward in that way. We have the Empress here. With the Empress, just very similar to the Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's very abundant, nurturing, prosperous. But, oh, let me just, so you can see it, hold on. But what's nice is over here, you have the Emperor and the Empress right side by side. See? So right there, we have a power couple, okay? So we don't have the Lovers or the Two of Cups, but the Emperor and the Empress, direct power couple, okay? So pretty strong connection, very strong two strong energies. So it does look like this is representing the both of you. Two people who really know what they want and are really not afraid to get it. Okay. We'll clarify the moon just to see what that's about. So I was just speaking of the whole soulmate card thing. One did come up, okay? So this is a very powerful spiritual connection. So this is nice, you know, if you are wondering the quality of your next relationship, this is going to be something that's quite real and quite powerful, okay? Just very, very intuitive, very passionate, very on the same page, on the same level, wanting the same things. That probably wasn't the case in whoever's last relationship this was over here with the Five of Swords. Can you please clarify the moon? Spirit, can you clarify the moon card? Why is the moon here? Yeah. Okay. So one of you was just a little bit in the dark about something. Okay. So with the Eight of Swords, it could have just been not knowing what decision to make, not knowing how to approach things, not knowing how to get out of the previous situation. So a feeling of being trapped, okay? So that was kind of like just that feeling of being in the dark. Can you clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Spirit? The Queen of Pentacles. Why is she here? Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Okay, she's not wanting to talk. Hold on. Can you please let us know about the Queen of Pentacles? Why is she here? All right, this is a little like, you know, it's not fortunate. The Queen of Pentacles, I think, is the person, either you or your person's connection from before, right? Where I do think that the Queen of Pentacles is the person that had to kind of fight a lot for the relationship, but it just wasn't working. All right? There was a lot of that fighting. I don't think that this was any kind of a third party thing. I just think that they fought for the relationship and it didn't quite work. There was just a lot of disagreements, a lot of petty battles and stuff like that. Okay, that's so weird because this just came up. That's weird. I literally just said that. I didn't see that, but now it's obviously it just popped up. So I spoke too soon. So I don't think it was cheating is what I meant. Because here there's no deception cards that came up. It was just more of fighting for the relationship and wanting to stand together for, you know, I guess for reasons of just sort of being a little bit stubborn and wanting things to work out. But, you know, there was this energy of interference, again, similar to group one, creepy. So let's keep clarifying. So can you please clarify let's see, now I don't know. What other messages can you give us for group two and their next relationship? What happened here? Geez, look at that. Okay, so either you or your person. All right, so let me put it to you this way. If you're currently in a relationship, so remember I said it's going to take a little bit of time, then the fresh start is going to happen. So I'm going to say, I am thinking like some months, but look, see. So in regards to the timing, it is dependent upon the ending of your current relationship if you are in one. If you are not, then this is referring to your person. So whenever they have this ending, and it could be happening very soon actually, is when the next stage is going to start, because the Fool is talking about a new beginning, of like a completely new beginning. It's the Zero card in the Major Arcana. Okay, so this connection is ending very soon, I believe. The whole one that's involving this energy here, I feel that that's ending soon. All right, not like next week soon, but I definitely feel it's coming to that point, especially because we have this here, which shows the ending of the ending of a painful cycle, right? All right, I need to get a different deck. Hold on. So there was some confusion for a little while, okay? So with the Knight, it does seem that while the new beginning has it has its starting point, it takes a little bit of time for this to grow. So it is going to look like there's going to be needing for some patience, because both of you or one of you is going to be in the dark for a little while, but you are going to know of each other, and you both know that you're on the same page. Like, come on, look at that. The Emperor and Empress just standing completely as this power couple, okay? So Spirit, for group 2, any more messages? All right, Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 2 and their next relationship? Anything else that you can tell us? Group 2 and their next relationship? I was just thinking that this card wanted to come out and party. It just spun on the table, and it's the Lover's card. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to take some time for you guys to realize this, but here's what we're looking at. So you have this whole new energy. It's a fresh energy after the ending of that over there that didn't match. You have setting down, so there's some kind of an offering of a new beginning with emotions and love, a lot of honesty involved here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which is an offering of something that takes a long time to set those roots down, okay? But, you know, there is love, there is a lot of emotion. Then you have, of course, the power couple here. Very, very powerful and on the same wavelength. Soulmate connection, you know, like childhood friend kind of a feeling. And then the Lovers. So what you're looking at here is a steady progression of emotion and powerful, intense connection. Okay, this is really cool. So, you know, to me, I would definitely say that this is worth the wait. This is really deep, really intense. All right. What else can you tell us, Spirit, for group 2? Anything else for group 2 and their next relationship? For group 2, please. Any other messages? What else for group 2? Anything else for group 2, Spirit, and their next relationship? All right. So that's funny because, all right. So when the cards weren't coming out, what I sensed from the Lover's card and that lull, there's going to be a period of time where the both of you or one of you is going to be a little quiet about it. And I think that in this period of time, you or your person is going to really, really be thinking about the other one to the point where it's a little bit obsessive. But, you know, it's for a good reason, because this is a very deep connection. So with the Devil card, you could also be dealing with a Capricorn here. So we do have a couple of major arcana cards that, you know, could indicate you or your person's sign. All right, so again, we had Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, you know, or actually Gemini as well. But, you know, obviously this is not going to pertain to everybody. If one of your signs is present, it could give you a clue as to your person's sign, okay? Let me just get one more drawing here. But yeah, be careful with this. So there's going to be a period where I said there's a lull. Where you're going to start, you or your person's going to start to obsess. But it's okay, you know, because it's a pure, holy union at the end of everything. So it's going to balance out. So any other messages, Spirit, for group 2 and their next person, their next relationship? Any other messages? Okay. So finally we have, holy shit, look at that. you have another, that's, oh my God, 3 in a row. Boom. Look at that, the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, this is definitely your soulmate. You're probably going to end up with this person. So you have the Lovers, the Six of Cups, and the Power Couple, and the Destiny here. This is insanely powerful, okay? So, you know, we can never know for sure when, but the if is here. This is super powerful. Whew. All right. So a lot of love here, a lot of power, because the Emperor is very powerful energy. The Queen of Swords, very straight, direct to the point. Lots of love with the cups. Just like a lot of intensity is, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just a lot of power, a lot of intensity, just being completely meant to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that is crystal clear. Okay. So, I mean, this is great. This is great to hear. Group number 2. It's looking like that's what I have for you. This is really powerful, like I said. So if you feel that if this is not resonating with you for some reason, please feel free to pick a different group. But that's what I have for you, group number 2. This is looking good. In some time or now, whenever, just definitely let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Thank you. If you have subscribed, please like and share if you enjoyed this. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the Lilac Rose. So let's get right into it. I'm going to shuffle a couple times. Spirit, this is for group 3. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3 and their next relationship, their next person. For group 3, Spirit. One more time, hold on. Spirit, what are the messages for group 3 and their next relationship, please? Group 3 and their next relationship, please. Group 3. That was a nice, neat chunk there. Let's see, anything else? Spirit, for group 3 and their next relationship. Group 3, next relationship, their next connection. Okay, so let's see what we're starting off with here. So we have the 7 of Wands. Oh, then we have the 3 of Swords. This is sounding a little like group 1. Then we have the Moon. Geez, this is a rough start. And then we have, okay, definitely after one of you is leaving the past relationship. So having to stand up for, so again, roles could be reversed. Be careful with this. So we have the 7 of Wands. So someone in the situation standing up for themselves. There's a lot of heartbreak here, a lot of confusion. being in the dark, fear, you know, could be anxiety, but moving on from something, okay? So we're going to look deeper into this, but this is what we're looking at so far. With the moon card, possibly could be dealing with a Pisces here. All right. What else? Spirit for group 3 and their next relationship. For group 3. Okay, so pretty much it is looking like with standing up for yourself or whoever is in the connection, putting in a lot of work. So I don't know if this is getting out of a relationship or just getting over some kind of heartbreak, but let's keep looking into this. Spirit, what else can you tell us about group 3's next relationship, please? Group 3 next. All right, so it is looking like it was the ending of a... This is all of the 3 groups so far have been saying this, that it's only after, like, no one has been single yet. It's like this is all talking about the ending of one relationship, and then it's indicating the clues for the next one. So with the 4 of Wands, it looks like there was heartache in regards to that, okay? So I'm going to clarify that, but it is looking like it was the ending of the previous. So if you're not in a relationship, then this is talking about your person. But if it's you, then yeah, there was heartache regarding this. So let's keep going. Let's get deeper into this. Group 3, please, Spirit. What are the messages for group 3 and their next relationship? All right, so we have the Sun card right underneath the Moon card. Pretty interesting. So there was happiness. There was a lot of happiness at one point, but then it just turned all into fear and heartbreak. Jeez. Let's keep going. Group 3, please, Spirit. Okay. That was weird. So... All right. So with the Ace of Swords, this new beginning in regards to rethinking the whole thing with love, okay? So someone here is having clarity. This is happening right after moving on. So first we had the heartbreak, standing up for oneself. Over here we have moving on after all of the fear, and finally having some clarity. So this Ace of Swords is the clearing of the fog that is present within the moon, and we are going to be looking at a lot of deep happiness coming up soon. Right? So, let's see. All right, so we have now... I swear this card keeps coming up every single time. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to clarify that just in case, but that is the, you know, the third party kind of a situation. Interesting. So we have that. We have it's the 3 of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Cups. It's like that. There's always this thing, man. There's always this thing regarding the third party or like the previous relationship being disrupted by this. It's like this recurring theme. It's crazy. Then we have the Fool card. That was another thing that I saw as well in tonight's readings. So let's see how this all ties together. So we have the King of Wands finally. Okay. So definitely a lot of vibes moving into the future with the new beginnings, okay? So it's looking like... So one of you was moving on from this kind of... I mean, this could have to do with family, by the way. Or just like a domestic partnership even. So the fear and confusion involving that. The heartache. The moving on from that. The feeling very confused. Yeah, and I think that this whole thing over here is just really confirming that. So moving on from that energy. So we have the 2 Knights in a row. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So movement away from that past situation. And then we have the Fool, where there's this new beginning in regards to love, in regards to something committed and stable. It's like, it's really spooky how all the readings so far have all these very, very similar themes. Then we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, it's kind of like, takes a little bit of time to get to that King of Wands, but the King of Wands is a very fiery energy, okay? Very passionate energy moving forward. So let's keep clarifying, because this is like a slow and steady movement here, moving towards the King of Wands. So can you tell us more about the King of Wands? Please tell us more about the King of Wands, Spirit. Please tell us more about the King of Wands. Okay, so I asked about the King of Wands and then the King of Cups came up, okay? So it's kind of like fire and water, so that's kind of interesting. Your next relationship, it's going to be, you guys are going to be opposite. Opposites attract, right? So it's either you're the Wands or you're the Cups, but that's kind of funny. What else? What else can you tell us, Spirit? What other messages do you have for group 3 and their next relationship? 3. So, I mean, it is looking like this is going to take a little bit of time. There's a little bit of blockage here with the 4 of Cups. And I do feel that it is simply because of the past situation, because this persisted, the third party persisted even after the moving on from it, okay? So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us about group 3 and their next relationship? Okay. So we had so you have also the Queen of Wands. So that's pretty cool. So definitely a power couple here. So the King of Cups and the King of Wands, like I said, it's opposites, but then now you have even more passion and more magnetism with the Queen of Wands coming up. So this is going to be something that's very, very magnetic, very passionate, fiery. A lot of sexual attraction, by the way. There's still this. There is still this. This is going to take one of you a long time to overcome. Like, it could be that there was still interference from the past relationship coming through. A little bit of static there. It's not exactly a clean cut because it's just still taking its time to move on. Okay. And now we have, here he is. So we have the 2 of Wands. So now we're into the planning stage. We're finally moving forward into cleaner energies, which is very nice, and having a different, like a new beginning, like I said. And now we have the Lover's card, okay? So we have indications of soulmate in 2 different parts of this. We have the King and Queen of Wands, and we have the Lovers, okay? Very, very powerful, deep connection there. With the Lovers, Gemini's energies represented with that one. So let's keep taking a couple more messages here. But all 3 readings, though, have been very powerful. And I think the soulmate cards have come up in each one so far, which is great. Really powerful stuff here. Okay, so Spirit, any other messages for group 3 and their next relationship, please? Group 3. Group 3 and the next relationship. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, so the reason I'm laughing is because, whoa, is because you have the Hierophant card, which could indicate marriage or a long-term committed relationship, all right? So also Taurus's energy is represented here with the Hierophant. So that might be for some of you there, not all of you, obviously. Hold on. So we're really looking at something serious here. Boy, let's get a couple more. Okay, anything else for group 3? Yeah, anything else for group 3, please? In your next relationship. Okay, we also have Scorpio's energy here with the Death card, but we're looking at the ending of something. So I don't know what it is about the readings tonight, but it's really weird because it's always showing that there's this first relationship that didn't work, it doesn't fit, and then there's this new beginning of something. Okay? Versus like if both of you were just single for a while and whatever, but 3 times we've had indications of an unhappy connection that was like just keeping itself together for whatever reason, and then here we have the next stage where it's something very powerful. Okay, any final messages for group 3, Spirit, and their next relationship? For group 3, please, Spirit. Anything else? Okay, so pretty much it's looking like and finally we have, okay, so it's looking like this is going to be a completely new beginning. We have the Ace of Wands here, so something very passionate. When you both, so the High Priestess, when you both meet each other, remember, there's going to be a crazy amount of attraction. Just like magnets being pulled together. And your intuition on both parts, you're going to know it immediately that this is the person. You're going to feel so pulled to each other. So in that regard, there's going to be a lot of clarity. The only confusion is going to be because of the past relationship where there's still going to be some interference. So this is meaning that whichever of you were in a relationship previously, there's going to be some interference from that person, okay? So, because it's not going to be easy exactly. It won't be too crazy and difficult, but it's still going to be there. It's still going to be like that attachment that needs to be cleared up, okay? So yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. We have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. The Knight of Cups is really not that quick himself there. But yeah, this is a totally new beginning for you with this person. So in other words, to me, I don't see it all like this is someone that you already know. That's what it's looking like from here at least. Okay. One of you is going to be moving on from this long-term relationship from before, possibly having lived with that person, and there was happiness before, but then it just didn't work out, a lot of heartbreak there. Okay, so this is pretty powerful. Remember, you're gonna know it. Okay, you're gonna know it instantly, which is nice, and that's always fun, like that whole thing where you just click instantly. I love that feeling. And this could turn into something very serious. Okay. All right, so group 3, that's what it's looking like I have for you. If you feel like this didn't fit with you at all, definitely, pick another group if anything. But that's what I have. I really hope that this helped. Let me know in the comments either now or, after some time, maybe, just to let me know what happened. I'd love to know. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. But other than that, that's what I have for you, group 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the White Rose. So let's get right into it, get some messages from Spirit about your next relationship. So Spirit, this is for group 4. Please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 4 and their next relationship. Shuffle one more time. Alrighty, so let's get right into it. Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. What are the messages for group 4 and their next relationship? What are the messages for group 4, please, Spirit? And their next relationship, their next person. What are the messages for group 4 and their next relationship? Okay. Whoa, what a powerful start. You have the 10 of Cups here. Let's keep going. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and then you have the 3 of Wands. Okay. All right, so a lot of hard work being put into this connection, but it was totally worth it. So we have the 3 of Wands here. So this was something that was really well thought out, worked on very hard, and it ended up in a lot of happiness. Family, stability, love, harmony. This is really beautiful. Let's keep going. Well, this is a great indication. Okay, I have really not seen anything like kind of like cause for concern, you know. I was wondering, I'm like, man, is it a bad relationship for any groups? And that hasn't happened, so that's actually pretty awesome. Group 4, please. What can you tell us about group 4 and their next relationship? Whoa, blessings all around. Spirit, what are the messages for group 4 and their next relationship, please? Okay, so we also have the Justice card. So might be dealing with the Libra there. But lots of balance here. Lots of balance and stability here. So again, it just keeps giving good indications, which is very nice. What else? What else for group 4? What else for group 4, Spirit? And their next relationship. Yeah. So this was a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning. So yeah, it doesn't look like you two know each other currently. Well, actually, let me keep going. Hold on. Because it was an offering and a new beginning of something stable, right? Which we can see by this. So it looks like your next relationship could be something very serious. Okay, so it's definitely not something just like about dating. This is something really rooted, really stable, and just very, setting the roots down. Okay, so it's very heavy. Family tones here. Possibly even, owning property together, that kind of a thing. Very, very serious here. What else for group 4? What else for group 4? Yeah, again, with the Pentacles. This is nuts. So not only is it something stable and committed, there's also a heavy tones of just building together, building financially together, building something very stable and just very, you know, a sturdy foundation, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity here. Yeah, see, it keeps going. That's pretty cool. I think this is like the steadiest in terms of foundation of all of the groups today. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, just really, really putting so much work. Both of you are very loyal and hardworking, especially towards each other, or you will be, I should say. So yeah, really focusing on making this connection happen. What else for group 4, Spirit? What else? So, I mean, there's definitely going to be, there's tones of children here, you know, children and home and just really a lot of happiness, which is beautiful. You have another new beginning card. Look at that. The Ace of Swords. Please for the 4, group 4, their next relationship. I mean, it's such positive indicators here. Okay. Another new beginning, just a lot of honesty within this relationship. Like it's a healthy vibe. Like that's what I'm really getting here, and that's nice. Yeah. So if you were concerned about that, like, you know, like if you've had crap relationships in the past, this is not going to be that at all. This is going to be honest and predictable. You're not going to have to deal with the, oh, you know, the ups and downs and the uncertainty. None of that anymore. So that's very, very nice. Okay, so something was balancing out from the past for either of you where, yeah, oof, okay. So there was a bit of a heaviness. See, that's weird that I just said that. Very weird, because look at what we have. So we have the 8 of Swords, and then you have the 9 of Swords. So really growing up from that energy. So if this was you, all right, it could be, roles could be reversed. So one of you was dealing with some crap from the past, right? Where it was just all of what I just mentioned, which is what makes that really weird that came up. So the whole energy of like, hang on, I have to crack. Oh boy. So the whole energy of being confused, stressed out, anxious, not knowing the, what do you call it? Like not knowing the future of that past relationship. If this is you now, I am so happy for you, because this is just, nobody wants this. This is not good for anyone. There's going to be such balance from that, okay? This could be your person though, so really take it as it resonates. But I'm happy because like this, no one can deal with this. Like it's an anxiety, an uncertainty, and it goes from that to beauty. Like straight up stability, beauty. Ugh, it's so nice. You literally have a rainbow. Like, come on. It's beautiful. Okay, anyway, let me stop gushing. Hold on. For group 4, anything else for group 4? And their next relationship, Spirit. Group 4. Just so much love here. Like, I really feel this. It's weird because it's not like the other readings, some soulmate card came up, but here it's like you don't even need that because it's obvious. It's so committed, so honest and loyal. Like it's so fairy tale, like, you know, anything. I mean, not fairy tale, but it's giving the qualities of a relationship that I think anyone would want and admire, instead of all the games and deception and the anxiety. So that's why I'm so happy that it came out that way. So we have the 2 of Pentacles. Again, more Pentacles, all right? So remember I said that things were balancing out. So just, you know, at a certain point, things just had to kind of stabilize a little bit from the rocky past. So there's going to be a little bit of a lag time there. Let's keep going and get some clarity on that, though. Hold on. But it's kind of like with the new relationship, the both of you don't want to play the games. The both of you just want to be, you know, you just want each other. You just want a good, healthy relationship with each other without all that crap. So it's very mature, okay? Spirit, anything else for Group 4, anything else for group 4 in their next relationship? What else for group 4? What else can you tell us about group 4? What else for group 4, Spirit? Okay. All right, so there's going to be a little bit of time before it settles down because you have 2 repeat cards, which is pretty interesting. So you have another 8 of Swords, okay? There's going to be this persistent energy of feeling stuck in a way of thinking. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it was from a past relationship, but there was definitely this energy of feeling trapped and that there was no way forward. And this over here, just juggling that energy and being uncertain and imbalanced. So remember, we had balance and stability, lack of balance and feeling trapped and just stuck and anxiety. Very, very stark contrast there. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so moving on from that energy, which is good. A little bit more control. So over here we had all this instability, feeling of stuckness, feeling of trapped, getting a little bit more control, a little bit more power and expanding, which is good. So again, roles could be reversed. This is for either of you. Oh, see? You have another repeat card there. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. So again, with the Pentacles, you guys are really serious about setting down these roots and taking your time to grow together. And you have the Page of Cups. So finally we have this here where it's like that indication of a new beginning of emotion and love. So you have the 2 swords, you have the 2 pages, you have a knight. Okay. Let's just get a final thing here. This is the only one that is not really showing us sort of like an indication of when. So let's actually see if we can take a peek. Spirit, what can you tell us in regards to the starting of this? When is the next relationship going to start? Or messages for when it starts. Hold on. Any other clues, Spirit? Okay, so taking a little bit of time to rest from the previous situation. So, hold on. Jeez, you have another... Oh my God, look at that. All of this new beginning. This is really, really powerful. So... when it comes to when, you know, honestly, this isn't, it really is impossible to ever really say for sure. But what you can do, what we can see from this are some clues as to, like, if this is your situation, it'll give you some clues. So let's take a look. So remember, this is an energy of feeling completely stuck and anxious about everything. There's going to be a little bit of relief from that, which can happen very soon. The energies are going to balance out, okay? So when I saw from this was kind of cool. So it's like this is really imbalanced, but then you have another one in a row, which balances it out. It evens it out in a way, which was kind of cool. Okay, so either way, you have here new beginnings all over the place. So this is not someone that you currently know from what it looks like here, okay? I mean, that can always change, I don't know, but like it looks like this is completely new, totally fresh start, okay? So this is going to take a little bit of time, like I said, because it's like slow moving energy. This is definitely not something that's going to happen like tomorrow, next week, next month. This is going to take some time to grow. But there's a reason for that. It's because everything is taking its time to do this properly. This next relationship of yours is going to be a very steady foundation. So the moment that all of these energies clear up, you won't feel trapped anymore. So again, roles can be reversed if this is your person. It might be you, it might be both of you. So this is going to balance out. We also have the Justice card there. There's going to be a period, so this was stress, this was anxiety, this was feeling trapped. A little bit of rest here. Okay, taking some time, taking like, I don't know, a couple months, taking a little bit of time, maybe longer than that, but just rest, okay? There's a period of rest. And then after that, you have a bunch of cards for new beginning. So much stability, setting down those roots. The energy is working behind the scenes to really set down those roots and give you something worthwhile. So it's something worth waiting for. So, honestly, Group 4, I don't want to say that this is going to take, I don't think it's going to take years, but this is definitely going to take a little bit of time. So you're going to have to be patient, which I think you're going to understand that it's worth it, because this is beautiful. This could not be more positive, so loyal, and just so, firmly grounded, firmly rooted. It's just so positive. So I feel that it's worth the wait. Obviously, it's not that easy to wait, but anything else, Spirit? Anything else for Group 4? So we had a surprise thing here. Yeah, it just keeps saying the same thing. You have another page, okay? The Page of Cups, same thing. Another new beginning. But then you also have the Queen of Wands. So this is cool, because with the Queen of Wands, this is just such a fiery, magnetic kind of energy. Very, so you have, that's passion right there. So a lot of chemistry here. So in case you were curious, not only is it loyal, but there's a lot of passion and chemistry there. That's a fiery energy right there. So that's great. Okay. So all beautiful here. Little negative energy here, but that all clears up. It all balances out. And what comes up after it is going to be so worth it. Group number 4. All right. I think that's everything I have for you. And I'm very curious. I'll be very curious to see how it all works out. Group 4, if you felt that this didn't fit with you at all, feel free to pick another group. But this, to me, so worth the wait. I mean, that's just my opinion, right? Of course I'm going to say that, but it's so abundant, so prosperous. So you have quite a future to look forward to. This is so nice. And I mean, it's such a positive and powerful future here. So yeah, I mean, I would love to know, like, even if it takes you a long time to come back to this reading, I'd love to know what happens for you guys. That's everything I have for you. I really hope that this helped, gave you some clarity. Group 4, thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. And thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.